Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on this look right here. It's like a really nice soft berry pink halo eye look, and all the products that I have used are drugstore products, and this eye look is also meant to be more for like a daytime kind of wear, but however if you want to make it even more glam and make it for a nighttime, you can add glitter, you can add false lashes, you can add eyeliner. I just went for the soft look for like a daytime kind of look, and I feel like this is perfect for spring. And yeah, so if you want to see how I achieved this look right here, then just keep watching. So the first thing that we're doing is starting with this illuminating primer, and I'm basically going to be putting that all over my face with the use of a brush, and this will make sure that my skin is a little bit glowy once I put the foundation on. It actually works. I was pretty surprised, so that's exactly what I wanted for this particular look. And then after this is nice and blended in, we're going to be taking the foundation, which is the Fit Me foundation, just a normal one. I'm in a shade 115 Ivory, and I'm basically just putting that all over my face and then using a damp beauty blender to buff it nicely in. I'm not using like a full coverage kind of foundation, or I'm not building it or anything like that. I wanted my skin to peek through the foundation, if you know what I mean, so that's exactly what I aimed for. And as you can see, the illuminating primer actually looks nice on there. Next thing we're doing is taking my favourite concealer, which is the Collection Lasting Perfection, and I'm putting that underneath my eyes, like a lot underneath my eyes, on my forehead, on my nose and on my chin. And then once again, taking the beauty blender to blend it all into the skin, and this provided good enough coverage for my under eyes, and also lightened up the foundation just a little bit because it was just a bit too dark. And now I'm taking the Pro Artist Contour shade in 1, which is like a face setting powder kind of shade, and I'm basically taking this and setting my under eyes because of the concealer, because I don't want it to crease, but I'm also taking a bigger brush later on and setting the rest of my face as well. And this will just make sure that things don't crease or don't melt off of my face like as soon as I step out. And then I'm taking this Hoola Benefit bronzer, and I am just basically warming up my skin, so underneath my cheekbones, on my temples, on my forehead, on my jawline and on my neck, and a little bit on my nose as well. And then just making sure that I blend it in well and there are no too harsh edges or anything like that, especially with the eye look that we're going for. And then I'm taking this I Heart Makeup blush took me a while, and then just basically putting that on the apples of my cheeks and then just dragging it inwards a little bit, and just slightly. And then I'm taking my absolute favourite Ultra Pro Glow palette with highlighters, and I'm using the very fair shade in this palette to basically highlight my cheekbones, my nose, my cupid's bow, and also putting that on my brow bone to act as a highlight, even though later on we'll be putting more highlight on there, but you know what I mean. This just gives you a nice sheer highlight instead of glittery highlight, so I would highly recommend you guys check it out. And then I'm taking the setting spray and just basically spraying my entire face, literally drowning my face in it, and then just like wafting it to dry out. And this will just make sure that any excess powders are taken away and melted into the skin, and also will prolong the makeup. And now I did my eyebrows off camera, so magic trick, ta-da, got my eyebrows on. I was really impressed with this transition, as you can see on there. But now we're moving on to the eyes, and I'm taking this first matte 2 shadow, which is like a brown transition colour, and I'm basically putting that in my crease all the way in from the inner to outer corners, and just blending it in nicely. This will act as a transition colour for the main colour that we'll be using for the eyes just in a bit, and just blending it out, and then taking a denser brush to blend out the edges. And now I'm taking this matte 10 shade, which is this like berry pink burgundy kind of colour. It's more of a pink than burgundy. And firstly taking just a little bit on blending brush and just putting that wherever we put the first transition colour in, just to make sure that it's nicely done. And then I'm taking more of this shade and just intensifying the crease and deepening it up. And then I'm taking a different brush and just basically starting the whole packing the shadow in the inner and outer corners, trying to leave the middle a bit bare. And then I'm also taking a normal brush to blend out the hard edges. And then I'm going back to the highlight palette, that we used, and I'm using these three shades in a combination together. Firstly, using my finger to pack it onto the middle of the eyelid, and then I'm spraying a brush and packing it on even more and intensifying the colour. And then I'm taking a blending brush to blend out any harsh edges created with this highlight. And then I'm taking the Kohl pencil and I'm putting that basically in my waterline, well, in my tight line basically. I'm not putting anything in my waterline, and just trying to make sure that I don't stab myself in my eye. And then I'm curling my lashes and taking my top favourite mascara, which is the L'Oreal False Lash Telescopic Mascara, and just basically cutting my lashes, both top and bottom lashes, and just making sure that I get the volume that I want without having to use falsies. And I think I use like 2 or 3 coats max, and any mistakes that you do, just let it dry just like I did in there, and then just use a cotton bud or something like that to flake it off. Now moving on to the lips, I'm using this Rimmel lipstick, which is like a nude kind of peachy lipstick, but then I thought I needed something extra for the look, so I'm taking this Maybelline one, which is kind of like shiny matte, weirdly enough, lipstick, and I'm just concentrating that on the inner part of my lips and then just tapping it out and kind of creating like an ombre effect. Alright then guys, and this is all for the makeup tutorial kind of video. I hope you enjoyed this kind of look. Don't forget that because I consider this as a daytime look doesn't mean that you might. Of course, for some people this might be too much makeup, and that's perfectly fine. Also, we're not having a perfect brow day. But anyway, I really do hope that you enjoyed this makeup tutorial. Let me know down in the comments section below if you have tried this look, or if you like some of the products, or just general. I just basically like talking to you guys. But yeah, if you want to support me, and then give this video a big thumbs up, and if you want to stay in touch with my content, then subscribe and hit the little bell button down there to get notified. And other than that, I thank you very much for all your support and love, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye!